we're back. Hopefully that works for everybody.
Hopefully.
First part should have saved. As we're going into the top of the first inning, we have a 5-2 score in favor of the Philadelphia Fire, as we have Chris Kimball making his first appearance of the season as he pops up foul to Ron Cochran for the first strike.
Go, Kimball!
Should be back.
Go, Kimball.
Okay. As Kimball's getting reset in the box, wearing the number 40 on the back of his jersey.
Sorry about that, guys.
He's not wearing any batting gloves, swinging a red softball bat.
Go. Set!
And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, I've never asked about the bats, so is there certain bats that are...
Yeah, so we've normally used softball bats that are like drop zeros, so try to get the most out of the material of the bat. But Rob was able to make a deal with Easton, partnership with Easton, where they were making us custom bats specific for the sport of beat baseball. So those green bats are more reinforced to hit the harder and heavier ball. As the 0-3 pitch to Kimball is swung on and missed, and Kimball strikes out for the first out of the inning. All right, so we have one out in the top of the second. We once again have the Philly Fire scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the first.
Rob seemed a little upset about how he just pitched him. Pitches came in a little high.
Yeah. Kimball has been swinging a good bat in practice. It's a matter of executing in a game.
They give us a ball?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we were going to give you guys a signed ball with some stuff on it written.
Isn't that awesome?
As the first pitch is fouled off for a strike.
Right?
Yeah, Mo said that he kept it going so that it's kind of dead, but so that I won't, or that we won't.
So we got to make sure we're a little quiet while the pitch is being thrown. And the next pitch to McCormick is swung on and foul tip for strike 2. So we can still like whisper to each other, but we got to make sure that our voices aren't too loud.
Anywhere else.
And the 0-2 pitch swung on and grounded weakly down the left field line. Sounded like that ball.
Beautiful bunt.
Yeah, it would have been.
That's all right.
So there's some hits that you might see in this sport where it's a pop up and it has a lot of spin on it, and it goes to that right to like one of those corners of the foul line and the 40-foot arc. It's really hard for some of these players to get to it. We call those balls coffin corner balls.
Yeah, that's a long way for them to go.
Yes. They have to the first level of the defense has to really go in to get those. The 0-2 pitch to McCormick is taken.
Veteran move.
Pitches, man.
3 strikes actually. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and hit lined right to Casey Krause. Bounces off of his right leg. McCormick running to first base, and he's safe. McCormick was just able to leg it out.
You have a challenge?
As Krause is looking to challenge that call, as he lined it up perfectly, but the ball hopped up into his chest and really went away from him.
You can talk to the other
We have
official.
other volunteers that are looking at it, and the call stands as safe. And Renegades are within 2.
Very close.
You can rake it. One out. Base check. 1.
All right, so we have Tyler Moralt coming back up to the plate. He's 1 for 1, getting his base check first and then third base. How are we doing on the feed? Just making sure it's not frozen. We're in the top of the second inning with a 5-3 score in favor of the Fire. And the next pitch is fouled off for a strike.
Right on it, T. Got him, Ronnie.
Moralt with a golf-like swing, swinging down a little bit by his knees. Hands back behind his right shoulder as he swings through and misses for strike 2.
All right, Ty, come on, Ty. Like last night, kid.
Going strong here with the feed?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Long pause and the pitch. Swung and fouled back towards the umpire for strike 3.
Come on. Here we go. Come on, D-Dubs.
What are your thoughts so far on seeing this game live for the first time?
I mean, I've watched some of the videos, so I had a decent idea, and after doing the podcast, a better idea.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is, I don't want to say familiar, but based on the videos I've watched, it's more clear to me how this all works.
Oh yeah. As Morel bombs it to left field, running to first base, Casey Krause is on it, and he makes the play. Just made the play right before Morel could get to the first base bag. And that's what I'm talking about with some of those plays that he can make. That was a high fly ball.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, hitting it higher you can.
Yeah. But he was able to like read that right off the bounce and be able to get right on it and make the play.
Getting in trouble with the umpires.
He's trying to challenge it as the call stands for an out.
I thought that was pretty clear.
It was it was close. But he had it pretty clear.
Even volunteer umpires get yelled at.
Yeah. These guys do not get paid, unlike men's league umpires.
Like myself.
Check like yourself. As Sean Devenish comes back up to the plate, he's 1 for 1, getting his base check first and then third.
Sean was on the podcast. Was on.
Base check 1.
He was.
Base check 3.
It was also nice, like getting a little bit more background on him as well.
Yes.
You mind giving us the link to your stream so our fans can watch, because we don't have the stream.
Yeah, it's it's the Boston Renegades Beat Baseball YouTube channel.
Okay, we don't need to have subscribed to it, or we can just get it.
No, you don't need to subscribe to it.
Boston Renegades YouTube.
But we would like a subscription, if anything.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
of course. As we're getting a new ball here, so we have 2 different types of balls in this sport. We have a Fonzie ball and we have a Denver ball.
Beep.
The Fonzie ball is the tone is a little bit lower, as you can tell, from the other Denver ball.
Now is
which
that the
a higher
batter's
tone.
preference?
It's not really necessarily a preference at this point. It's more of just having balls to put in play.
Okay.
As Devenish swings through and misses for a strike.
Oh, that's Sean.
Yeah, that's Sean.
We got 1 in and 2 out. 5-3 score in favor of the Fire.
And they play 7 innings?
We play 6 innings.
6 innings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set.
And the 0-1 pitch is grounded to left field. Over is Casey Krause. Moving to third base is Devenish. Grabs it with one hand and makes the play. It's an impressive play as he kind of goes down on his stomach. He grabs it, reaches out with his outstretched right hand. He's able to get possession before Devenish could reach the third base bag. And after 1.5 innings, it is 5-3 in favor of the Philly Fire. I love it how it the count resets and everything if you change the inning to the bottom.
Yeah,
With a
what I
second.
don't like is
Sitting over there, she's wearing a pink tank
like
top.
if you go to strike 3, it should automatically.
Yeah.
Obviously this
well,
game.
this it's good for this one.
She's
Yeah.
standing in that big sun hat, the big floppy sun hat.
Thank you. This is awesome.
Umpires.
I just said.
Like, who's got the better view on that? The guy in the center of the field or the guy?
Yeah. I sit on the feet. Even volunteer umpires get yelled at.
All right, so.
Hey, I'm paying you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then he's not
Oh,
volunteer.
okay. So we have another little sort of advertisement for you. Beat Baseball exists thanks to the community support. If you want to help us keep going, you can donate and support to our team. Let's see. Yeah, this one. So if you guys scan the QR code, you can go to our website and donate to the Boston Renegades to help us with our travel, with our equipment, and all of that, hotels as well, to help the team run and get us to the World Series. Pretty good.
Johnny, be time, please. Sure. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
The Boston defense is adjusting its shift.
Here we go, defense.
For John Margist, stepping into the right-handed batter's box. We have, let's see, the Boston defense is as follows. We have Rob Dias and Chris Kimball in the first level of the defense. We have Drew Crook in the second level playing the third base side with Joe McCormick in the third level at the rover position. And we have Sean Devenish at midfield. He's more over towards the first base side. Chris Kimball playing first base.
So do they switch it up every inning, or is it just random?
It depends on it depends on the player.
Keep your head on a swivel, okay, sir?
Some players are pull happy, some can spread the field. All depends on really where the player hits the ball.
So they got scouting reports
check
on
one.
this.
Yep.
All these guys.
Rob likes to do his due diligence on
Sure
that.
he does.
As we have a 5-3 score going into the bottom of the second.
Hunter, did you get the clipboard I left you with the stats?
I don't know where it is.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
First pitch to Margis is swung on and grounded down the third base line and foul.
So does he track stats like we do on our side?
Yeah, Rob loves to. We have score sheets that track the stats and everything. This is an interesting clipboard he just gave me. We have rosters by number, what year they came in.
Wow.
I mean, he loves his stats. I mean,
Very efficient.
yeah, very efficient with it. Margis is set in the box.
Set.
Target right
Ready.
around the knees, and he swings and lines it to left field and foul. Just foul. A couple inches to the right would have been fair. It would have been a tough ball for Rob Dias or Drew Crook to make. His first base was going off. Margis' front shoulder is really flying open. He's kind of just flailing the bat out there. He swings hard though.
That's an interesting bat.
Yeah, these guys like it's like a long barrel softball bat.
Anyone
red
use the
grip.
torpedo bat?
Yeah. Oh, the torpedo would be interesting. I wonder how they could implement that into the sport.
That would be cool.
Granted, we're swinging metal, so maybe they have maybe they can create a metal torpedo bat.
That just blew up the whole torpedo bat.
People made a big deal of it, but realistically, it was only like 2 players that were really swinging it. As he hits a high, deep fly ball to left field, Joe McCormick moving over to it, almost catches it, and Margis scores.
It was identical to his last hit. High fly
Yeah,
ball.
really high fly ball, way up there. If McCormick caught that ball, that would have been a double play. As if the ball bounces
Oh, it's double play.
into his hands, yeah, so realistically the rule is, if the ball bounces off of one hop into a player's hands, it's a double play. And if they catch it in the air, it's a triple play, and the inning will just end.
Okay. And that's rare, just like the triple.
Very rare, very rare. But the double play is definitely more common than, way more common, I would say, than the triple play at least. We had a few double plays happen in the World Series last year. As now we have a 6-3 score in favor of the Philly Fire in the bottom of the second with nobody out. For Scott Hogwood, getting his base check, first and then third base.
Renegades ready. All right, let's go.
This did not give me. Oh, there it is. It also gave me season stats from 2024. And I will read off in the next inning.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Hogwood is fouled back for a strike.
He kept talking about a player, I think it was Jared, former baseball player, one of their top players. Is he here today?
Which team?
Renegades.
Renegades? Jared?
Jared.
Oh,
I
we
couldn't-
have talking about Christian Thaxton?
Yes.
Yeah,
sorry.
he's not currently present with us. He will be at the World Series, I believe.
We're going on and on about.
Yeah, he was a
good he is.
former JUCO
Right.
baseball
Ready.
player
Right.
before he lost his sight as he grounds it to left field right at the diving Rob Dias, bounces off his hand, gets by Drew Crook, and Hogwood scores the run. Renegades defense scrambling to find that ball. As Drew Crook was on his stomach, kind of crawling towards it. Guy Zuccarello in the area as well.
Good hustle, Scotty. Good hustle.
The score is now 7-3.
Let's see why this team has won as many games as
Yeah, they're
big team.
there's plenty of really, really amazing teams in this sport. With the Philly Fire being one of them. We got plenty more at the World Series. There's a 5-time World Series champion Indy Thunder.
That's what, next month?
Yes, the World Series will be in July, the week of the 21st. As the first pitch to Lezcano is swung on and missed for strike one. Still have nobody out in the bottom of the second. Joyce Weissman says, "Let's go Renegades." She says, "Hi Hunter." John says, "Let's go Fire."
If you press it, it'll display.
Oh, where?
In the comments.
Oh, look at that.
You just gotta unpress it.
Look at that. That's my grandmother, by the way.
Hey, Grandma.
As Lezcano swings and misses for strike two.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
The 0-2 pitch is fouled back for strike three.
You don't hear that often. Foul ball, strike three.
Foul ball, strike three. Lezcano has a very violent swing. Very much an uppercut.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
He goes down to get it as he swings and misses for strike four, as that is the first out of the bottom of the second.
As I've learned, strikeouts are not good for pitchers.
No.
In this.
No, strikeouts are very much a pitcher stat.
Pitchers are on you, the batter's team.
Exactly, they're on the same team as the hitter. So a strikeout is very much a hitter's stat as it is a pitcher's stat.
Base check.
It runs in the higher the ERA, kind of just like in golf, is better for the pitcher in this sport.
It's good to be a pitcher.
It is good to be a pitcher. As I will hopefully pitch in the second game that we're playing today against the Strong.
Nice.
I started pitching this year.
With the helmet.
Yes, with the helmet.
You're smart.
As Casey Krause is now up and takes a pitch. Yeah, I don't understand how some of these people can get up, some of these pitchers, especially how close they are and how hard some of these players hit the ball.
How heavy the ball
Yeah.
is.
You get as much protection as possible. As the pitch is
that
smoked
one
by
right
Casey
there.
Krause. Joe McCormick gets down, and it's a dead ball call. As
what is
Krause killed the ball, as he hit it very hard, running to first.
Stop beeping.
Yeah, so there's a rule for a dead ball. So they basically have to go check to make sure that it's dead, as Krause made it to first base. So if the ball still has a beep in it,
So yes, a redo.
yeah, it would just be a redo.
That was better contact than I've made yet this year.
Yeah, some of these guys can really swing it.
But
As the,
unfortunately for him, he's gonna have to redo it.
He's going to have to redo it. Call is officially dead, so the run does not count.
$40 down.
$40 down the drain.
This is why we need your donations.
Yes, that's exactly right. I'll post that again right here. If you guys want to donate, these balls are very expensive.
I thought our baseballs in our league were expensive.
How much are the baseballs?
I forget off the top of my head, but with the tariffs and all that, I know they went up this year.
Yeah.
Not as expensive as these balls.
Oh yeah. Well, these balls definitely have a lot
Here's
more.
the stem for that ball, guys.
A lot more going for them.
Nothing left in it.
Bernie Strum, thanks for tuning in, says let's go Philly Fire. So let me get rid of this real quick. Currently warming up with the new
Nice
ball.
play,
It sounds
Mac.
pretty good. That's a Denver ball. You can clearly tell the difference.
That stick in the ball could be deadly. So that comes at you. And that's the first thing that.
Yeah, so we make sure that we keep the pin out of the way, so the pin's out. If you put the pin back in, it stops beeping.
Ready. Pitch.
As the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Cross with a very
the
very
pin
violent
comes
swing.
out.
Yeah. We don't leave the pin in. Because actually the lip of those balls can be very dangerous, as they can protrude out of the ball, and the ball spins a lot where they can actually cut you. Some players in the past have received wounds from those lips as Krause swings through and misses for strike two.
Big swing.
Yeah, Krause is what you call a 5-tool player. He can hit the ball hard, he can run fast, he can play defense.
He's got the knee pads going,
Yeah, he's got those.
arm sleeves.
He's got everything. Very colorful player.
Set. Ready.
1-2 pitch is swung on and grounded to left field, right at the diving Dias. Passed him to his right. Past is Drew and Devonish as Krause makes it to first. And that is another run.
On the play.
He's certainly not been the most healthy of players over the past few years, but this is his first full season since a couple years ago. Just the score is now 8-3 in favor of the Philly Fire.
They came in all the way from Philly.
Yeah, so they drove from Philly. We have the New Jersey Titans that came from New Jersey, the Long Island Bombers from New York, and then we have the two Boston teams with the Strong and the Renegades.
Is this hosted different locations
Yeah, it's
every
usually
year?
in different locations. It's been hosted in Long Island, it's been hosted in Philly, it's been hosted here. I'm not quite sure if New Jersey has hosted it at all. New Jersey used to have two teams actually themselves, the New Jersey Lightning, that are no longer a team. As we have Justin Ryan stepping back into the box, and the first pitch to Ryan swung on and missed for a strike. We still have one out.
Drew, on your toes.
One out, or nobody out in the bottom of the second. Or I think we have one.
It's just like a double elimination. Do you know how this works?
As Ryan swings and misses for strike two. So yeah, it's typically double elimination for this tournament. As if you lose twice, you don't have a bid for the championship.
Set. Ready.
And the next pitch is popped up way foul down the left field line. First base going off. And we move the count to 3 strikes.
All the games are played today, or just a weekend?
Just this weekend. So we have 2 games here in Woburn, Massachusetts, and then next weekend we're going to be traveling to Philly to play the next 2 games. Depending on how we do, we might play 3 because you have to play everybody.
The Renegades have a team bus.
No, we usually rent vans. So, but there was a team in the World Series that actually had their logo on a trailer.
Yeah.
And they drove to the fields with it.
That's awesome.
I forget which team it was though. As Ryan's is down 3 strikes, and the score is 8-3 in favor of the Philly Fire as he pops it up foul towards the Philly Fire bench. It has a lot of backspin on it. And the ball's been killed. Got another dead ball.
And they should offer you some kind of like guarantee.
Yeah, one of the struggles in this sport is the equipment. You know, that's always a struggle. You know, and the balls aren't always, you know, the main problem. Sometimes it's the bases.
We can put a man on the moon. We can build better.
I know we can definitely build better equipment for beat baseball. Hopefully, we move in that direction. Especially making the balls in a manner that, you know, they can still beat but aren't as prone to breaking as those. As I believe, honestly, those Fonzie balls are a step in the right direction in terms of that, because like the Denver balls have the pin on one end and the speaker on the other, whereas the Fonzie ball has the speaker and the pin on the same side of the ball.
Ready.
0-3 pitch is grounded to center field over his Devonish. Nice play by Devonish, and he makes the play. He scored that play of 53 in the second level of the defense.
Peg, second layer.
And now there are currently 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
Clean play.
Sean is definitely, he's definitely smooth with it, laying out on the field.
Long-time player.
Yeah, so like you mentioned before, the ball almost hit the pitcher. So realistically, if it hit off the pitcher, it would be a no pitch.
No pitch.
And they would just redo it. And I will tell you, it's definitely not just a like a poke on the chest or wherever you get hit. They hit you hard.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely been on
How much is
the.
the ball weigh?
It's a 1 pound ball, I
1
think.
pound, 5 pounds. What am I saying?
Yeah.
1 pound.
I think it's a 1 pound ball.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's not even mark.
It's like between 1 and maybe 1, 2, 3 pounds, somewhere around there. It's not too heavy.
5 would be pretty good.
Yeah. As my brother actually took a ball off the shoulder one year, as he swings through and misses for strike 1. Peg, who is this?
No, I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
Just call him number 12.
Yeah, we'll just call him number 12 for now in the lefty batter's box. He's got a very. This is Coughlin.
Set. Ready.
As Coughlin swings and hits a line drive to center field right at Drew Crook, moving to his right, gets by him. Sean Devonish Devenish sprinting after it. Coughlin going to third. And he's safe before Devenish can pick it up.
Very close play. He went a long way to get that.
Yeah, it was a very good effort by Devenish, but nonetheless, it's a run. I think if Drew stayed where he was, that ball probably would have hit him in the air. It is now 9-3 in favor of the Philly Fire.
Now, is there a penalty if they take their blindfold off at any?
Yeah, you're not allowed to take your blindfold off during, like, while you're in the field of play. During play either. There has been issues with sort of quote unquote cheating, where blindfolds, like people of speculation of seeing through blindfolds and all that stuff. And what they've done in the past is they've patched players, so they've put tape over their blindfold.
Oh wow!
So they can really make sure that they can't see through it.
Wow.
2 outs.
As we have Stanley Sleepboy saying, "Way to go, Sean." Saying the Nerds are in trouble here early as Margis fouls it off for a strike.
Got 2. What do we need? 1.
Trying to look where the strikes are. It's very bright, but we're getting there. We're getting the hang of it. So we currently have 2 outs, and we have 4 in.
Yes, this is what I used to stream our leagues, like
The Metro West playoff games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really, really great app from the looks of it.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Been looking for, as Margis swings through for strike 2, we've been looking for years for a
Strikes. 2
app
outs.
to give us a scoreboard, and this looks
software
very,
called
very awesome.
OBS, which is free, but it's
Yeah, we tried to use
a big
that.
learning curve.
Yeah, but it seemed like you needed to do it on a computer. And it was,
I think it's easier. Yeah, actually, you're probably right.
it's like we were trying to see if there was like a tablet option, as Margis pops it up straight up
Foul ball.
as it's foul, landed probably 35 feet, as that ball was way up there,
I got your hat.
as it spun foul. Margis losing his hat while sprinting down the first baseline.
Yeah, I imagine it takes a lot out of you, especially this weather, to run all the way there just to learn it's a foul ball.
Yeah, because
come back and do it again.
Yeah, like I said, it's every play is a scoring play. So,
Right.
It's not just every play you're running it out no matter what. Unlike baseball, where guys just kind of see where it is, right?
Right.
So these guys don't know where it's going.
Obvious.
As we have 2 strikes on Margis. Getting reset in the box, finding his bearings, filling up the plate. Every team has different ways where they set up at the plate.
Yeah, that part's very interesting.
Yeah, it's you can really tell when a player has been playing for a long time, where they can just
Full count.
kind of sit in the same spot every time, as Margis takes and the count runs full. So he's got a swing here. Target set right at the back right knee, and the pitch swung on and missed, and Margis strikes
Guys,
out.
help him get off the field.
And after 2 innings, it is currently 9-3 in favor of the Philly Fire, going into the top of the 3rd. All right, so
We got.
that's for the bottom of the. Well, we'll do it anyways. All right, so
We got Drew Bear.
if you want to follow the team beyond today's game, we're sharing highlights, behind-the-scenes moments, and player spotlights all season long. You can scan the QR code that we're going to present on here. Where is it? That's the merch.
Marco.
Who's up?
Marco.
Media
Peg, what's the lineup?
So you can scan this QR code to be able to get those
Put up some numbers here. Let's go.
Let's go.
highlights and
No more messing around.
behind-the-scenes moments and all of those things. Scan this QR code on the screen to find all our social media handles and much more. So this will link to our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook pages, even
Twitter.
maybe Twitter, YouTube, all of it.
LinkedIn.
Who manages all those?
Usually we have our interns managing those things. We have Mo, who you were introduced to, you're in touch with, and somewhere. Don't know where she is. Rob Dias is stepping up to the plate. Yeah, this is the first time I've really had one. The interns have been great with that. Deb Brummer, thanks for tuning in, says, "Let's go Renegades," says, "Hi, Hunter." And for those who just tuning in, I'm Hunter Weissman, and I'm with Dan Field. Dan Field with the Boston Metro West Baseball League. Come join us.
And Fielder's Choice Podcast.
And Fielder's Choice Podcast. Definitely feel free to advertise that as Dias swings through and misses first strike.
Down low. It was low.
We have a brand new scoreboard for those who can see visually on the top left-hand corner of your screen with a 25-year logo on the top right-hand portion of your screen.
25 years.
It's really amazing how much history the Renegades have had over the years as Dias swings and hits it weakly up the middle. Ron trying to avoid it, but ended up getting in the way of the pitch.
More like a mathlete.
As you know, the pitch is dead, and we'll do it again. I don't know. It looks like he tried to get out of the way and like, yeah, it's like kick saving a beauty right there. Yeah. Defense is playing a little back. That might have went just around 40 feet.
Adjust. Here we go.
Joyce Weissman says, "Let's get lots of runs, Renegades," with 4 baseball emojis. This time is called for noise on the bench.
Okay, let's go. Hey, Rob D, come on.
Yeah, we gotta make sure that we're quiet during at-bats and during the game. You can definitely cheer after the play is over as Dias fouls it off for a strike 2.
Sniff your Dias.
There's a lot of trust between hitter and pitcher as the cadence for the Renegades. They're not really listening to the beep of the ball. They're listening to what the pitcher says. As you can briefly hear what Ron is saying, ready pitch. And the batter is swinging somewhere
Here you go, Ron.
in the word pitch.
That's Rob's infamous stool.
Yeah, he's sitting on his
Takes
stool.
one, Rob. Takes one. Here we go.
I can't remember a game where he hasn't been sitting on a stool.
Yeah.
He had one last year that had pockets in it, but it broke, unfortunately. As we have 3 strikes on Dias. And the pitch. Swung on and line to deep left field, way foul. Over everything. And we'll do it again. Yeah, when he definitely has some charge in his swing.
Oh yeah.
See, I don't know if you saw, his swing was like a little, he's like alligator armed almost, where uppercut swing.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Trying to hit it as high as he can.
The ball looks like to be dead again. That's the 3rd ball of this game already.
Oh,
And we're only in the top of the 3rd inning.
I guess that was a quality foul, huh?
You could certainly call it quality foul. As we're getting a new ball in play. Just real quick, we'll post another QR code with a donation sign right here. If any of you guys quickly want to donate, scan the QR
They're able
code.
to fix that.
All right, we got 3 strikes and no outs.
I think it is possible. It's definitely a lot of wiring and all that stuff that's in those speakers.
Base check 1.
As Dias gets his base check first and then 3rd base.
Here we go.
And the base check is just to make sure the audience.
Yeah, so they have their bearings of like,
Oh, okay.
they know exactly like where the base is and where to run.
Got it.
Coach. Set.
And the 0-3 pitch to Dias. Swung on and popped up weakly to center field. Rob Dias running to first base. Casey Krause coming in on it. Bounces off his chest and makes the play right before Dias could get to the first base bag. And that is the first out of the inning.
Because he's a snake.
As you can clearly tell, the Renegades like their call signs as sort of like walk-up songs. So they kind of take the name of each player and, you know,
Into a rhyme.
put it into a song that, you know, that comes to mind.
Like that.
A lot of these are, actually I think all of these are real songs that they kind of just put their own touch to. As Crick is getting his base check first and then third.
Couldn't ask for a better day, though.
No, thank God it's not raining. It was like
I
13
know.
straight Saturdays where it was raining.
Slight breeze, which is nice.
It is a nice, beautiful, gorgeous day. A few clouds in the sky. As he rushes a ball right off of Ron. Ron taking a beating right now. Those are always scary. So, especially because Ron is not wearing any protective equipment.
No, he's not.
So, umpire checking on him to make sure he's okay. He's taken a few of those in his day.
You gotta give these pitchers credit.
That was a dead ball. We have no count.
Looks like we have no counts. All right, put a strike up there. Score is currently 9-3 in favor of the Philadelphia Fire. The Philadelphia Fire had a pretty incredible bottom of the second inning, as they scored 7 runs. Or, no, less than that. I don't even have a score sheet in front of me. This is the pop up to center field. Drew Crook running to third base. Casey Krause is on it and makes the play.
9 short. 9 short. Hey, 2 in the wagon.
Yeah, he's very athletic. It really pays to
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
to have good hearing in this sport. And that's something he certainly has. All right, so we have 2 gone for Christopher Kimball. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Kind of basically going on with memory. Yeah, I'm a catcher myself. You were a catcher at one point too?
I still am.
You still are?
I'm still playing in the 28s, 38s.
Awesome. We always love our catchers too. Rob Weissman always vouches for catchers, saying they don't get enough credit in the sport.
Yeah.
Presenting the targets.
Yep.
And the first pitch to Kimball is popped up to left field.
Wrong guy to hit it to.
Yeah, wrong guy to hit it to. As Casey Krause is right on it and makes the play right before Kimball can reach the bag. And the side is retired. Balls. All right, after 2.5 innings, we have a score of 9-3.
Is that a 1-2-3?
That was a 1-2-3 inning. Oops. Third. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Once again, if you're enjoying the game and want to rep the team, check out our official Renegades merchandise. We have shirts, caps, and more. Scan the QR code that we're going to post right on the screen here. Rep your favorite player by customizing your own jerseys and all of that stuff, sweatshirts, hats, and more.
One year without the jersey.
We'll definitely get you one of those hats or something eventually.
Maybe I'll just donate.
That too, that could help. Looks like we have Scott Hogwood going to lead us off in the bottom of the third. The Renegades defense is getting set in the field. We need to run. We have Chris Kimball. We have Rob Dias, Drew Crook, Guy Zuccarello out there. Joe McCormick and Sean Devenish. Our spotters are Brian
And he's
Grillo
got no
and Sheena
reason.
Devenish.
It's not like he was the last out. Like, he should have been doing this.
I'm sorry? I think they're talking to our VIPs. We also have Comcast here. I think it's somewhere. Yeah. We got a really good.
About my last bill.
So we have a big crowd here down the first base side.
Oh yeah.
The Renegades
Guys,
swim
remember
home.
what I
We
told
have a lot
you.
of friends and family out here supporting us.
And of course, those on the live stream tuned in.
Yes, we also thank you guys for tuning in. For those who are watching from home, Scott Hogwood's stepping into the right-handed batter's box, scored in his last at-bat. He's wearing one red Franklin batting glove.
Check 1.
I have the same pair as him, actually. I don't know about you, but I think Franklin is the best brand in terms of batting
All
gloves.
the kids now, games I've umped, they're all wearing the Bruce Bolts.
Bruce Bolts. Is that like a new brand?
I think it's a newer brand that all the kids are apparently wearing.
Ready.
Interesting. first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Yeah, they have all the
It's like different colors.
they have all the gear these days. The sliding mitts, the
everything.
guards, all the other like protective equipment.
Yeah.
Maybe the pitchers could benefit from that in this sport. Take a note from the kids.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-1 pitch to Hogwood is swung on and grounded weakly down the third base line and foul. Rob Dye is pouncing in.
Yeah, there's typically no need for like a 10U to have an oven mitt.
Yeah, like an oven mitt or an elbow guard. They're not throwing that hard,
that's
right?
Like, come on.
I bet that definitely grinds your gears a little bit when they're like taking off all the equipment on, like, say, a
Oh
walk.
yeah. Oh yeah. Every bat.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-2 pitch to Hogwood is grounded to left field. Over is Rob Dice and Drew Crook. Bounces off of Crook's feet. Hogwood running to first, and he's safe. Guy Zuccarello picking it up.
First dive.
Head first dive, and that gives the Philly Fire a 10-3 lead, getting into double digits here.
Those bases take a beating.
They do. And that's one of the things with equipment too, is those bases can, the speakers can definitely be put out of place.
Do they have backups? What do you do then?
So there are, each team, like, I think those are our bases that we're using. I'm not quite sure in terms of backups. There's definitely more bases on other fields. But I haven't seen any backup bases, so these might be the only ones we get. Realistically, you could play the sport with just one. But I'd like to have at least two.
Just those the umpires on the bases.
Set. Ready.
Volunteers off to the side as Lescano takes a pitch.
Do they control which base goes off, or when they do the test right there?
So we have a base switch operator. I don't know if you can see the black box that guy is carrying
right over here.
in the
Okay.
scorer's table. So he
A lot of
is the
people
one
involved.
that, So there's scorers, there's the base switch operator. As he tips it foul for a strike.
Strike one.
As his count runs to 1-1.
This is the first question you should know. What shift do you until you have learned position? Where are you guys playing?
We got a volunteer in dead center, a volunteer at first base, and a volunteer at third base, ready to help with calls.
Pitch.
It's the next pitch to Lescano is swung on and missed for strike two. So basically, the role of the base spotters is to basically give, kind of put their hand up, sort of, just like to tell the umpire that they've reached the bag.
Oh, okay.
Set. Ready.
And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike three.
Just trying to put the ball in the air, uppercut
Yeah,
swing.
a lot of these guys have
Swinging over.
big swings.
We might have the first baseman.
Put pressure on the pitcher to get that ball exactly
is.
where they.
It's definitely more difficult than people think.
Pitch.
This next pitch is roped to left field over Dias and Crook right at Joe McCormick and gets by him, and Lescano scores. The score is now 11-3 in favor of the Philly Fire. They're really breaking it open in the bottom of the third. You know, some of these games too can get really high scoring. I mean, you'll get games, you know, depending on the teams that are playing, like you might get an 18-16 score.
I've seen some of the prior scores.
Yeah, and you know, this is you wouldn't think this would be the rematch of the championship game from last year for the Beast of the East
And the thing is, in
championship.
baseball, an 8-run deficit is a lot.
Yeah, it's
Here,
definitely, it's anyone's ball game
you make that up
in one inning, realistically. Because, you know, there's less fielders.
Base check one.
You know, involves a lot of communication.
No out.
So we have Casey Krause coming back up to the plate, getting his base check. So also making sure that for the base spotters, making sure the bases are set. As the third base spotter is adjusting the speaker in the base.
Rick, that's our base.
Trying to get one. Base check three.
Those bases really take a beating.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's almost like tackling dummies, it seems.
Right, exactly. That's what I kind of told myself. All right, explain it.
Yeah.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
next pitch to Kraus is taken. We have a 1-0 count. Still with nobody out in the bottom of the third.
Definitely ball player. You can tell just by the stance.
Oh yeah. As he swings through and misses for strike one. Very flat swing through the zone. Kind of swinging right below his chest. He's got that nice closed or open stance with his knee hanging down towards the ground.
Ready.
Batting gloves.
Whips it to left field, past Dias, past the diving Sean Devenish, past the diving Joe McCormick, and Kraus is going to score easily. And the score is now 12-3
Ball was smoked.
in favor of the Philly Fire. So if it gets to the point, there is also a mercy rule in this sport. So it's called the 12-run rule. So basically, if a team is up 12 at a certain point in the game, the team who is down 12 has to score as many runs as it takes to tie the game to be able to get out of that 12-run rule.
Okay.
So in a sense, if the Philly Fire are able to get to 15 runs, you know, we might enter the 12-run rule because they are the home team.
You got to run through that base because they can still field it, okay? Yes, sir.
It's the Philly Fire pitcher. He's also the head coach, I believe. He's telling his players to run everything out, just in case.
I got you back. Johnny, that's not right. You're 70, right? 68. Come on. Take it easy. You used to work in the
Looks like you have some friends here today that you brought with you. Who do we have here on
Don't make me guess your weight.
right here?
Wow.
That's Angie's husband.
How's it going, man?
He also plays in my league, on our league.
Oh yeah, you guys play on the same team? Yeah, the 18 plus Phoenix.
We got time.
Zach is
Bay State Pirates.
28 plus Pirates.
Awesome.
Our 38 plus Red Sox.
What's going on? What's the problem?
I think first base is Rick.
Delay.
Throw up a QR code here. Let's see. So we will throw up our media card here. If anyone wants to scan our QR code and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow our Instagram page and Twitter.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go. They're adjusting the first base bag. 'Cause obviously these
Just talking
bases
about
are
that.
definitely
Hopefully we didn't jinx it.
bases are definitely
Best, Pat. You're the best. It might be easier because there's no.
all the equipment is subject to breaking in some shape or form.
And by the way, thank you all for coming out. This means a lot to us. Thank you.
Yeah, big shout out to the fans. Big crowd we have on the first base line.
Here's to the fans.
Get this media card off.
Sure. They're not in my voting district.
Yeah, so
Time.
there's another thing for
Eat 'em up.
with planes crossing overhead with the sound, right? They usually call timeout to because hearing is like one of the biggest things in the sport. So if you get anything that interrupts the sound of the ball or the base,
I guess you gotta find fields away from airport.
yeah, it's tough to find fields that are quiet enough to have games without stoppages.
Cool thing is they can play this indoors. I imagine, right?
Well, I mean, also the biggest thing that we have is safety, right? So like we don't want anyone so diving on. I mean, like we've practiced on turf before, but if you have an indoor setting, you want to make sure that they're playing far away from any walls or anything that they could run into. Because we've definitely had a lot of instances in the past where players collide or run into different obstacles.
That happens in baseball too.
It does. As you certainly know, we definitely have some obstacles on some of our fields in Boston. Lights in the field of play, trees in the field of play, all of that stuff. As Justin Rhines comes back up to the plate, we have a 12-3 score in favor of the Philly Fire with no outs in the bottom of the third as Rhines pops it up to center field. Over his Dias, over his Joe McCormick, and Rhines slides to the bag and is safe.
So that they're almost at the front.
Almost at, so Yeah, so if they get up by 12 runs and we get out of this inning, I believe the 12-run rule would go into effect.
So last year, I think your home field was that one over in South Boston. It was awful.
Yeah, Moakley. I think it was Moakley Park.
Awful.
They had us. They had us using the same side for the benches. Like one team was using the bleachers, one team was actually using the bench because he had the construction and had all the tall grass and everything. Yeah, that field is definitely not in the best condition. Like a lot of fields actually in around Boston. Unfortunately. But you know what? We make do with what we have. As we have Coughlin stepping up to the plate in the left-handed batter's box. Score is 13-3 in the bottom of the third with no outs. Renegades need to make a play.
Go defense! Come on, guys!
Rally the troops.
Set! Ready!
First pitch to Coughlin is grounded hard up the middle. Right over is Sean Devenish making a dive. Bounces off his chest. Coughlin running to first base. And he's safe. That was really, really close. That might need a challenge. I think, honestly, we got hosed on that one. This Rob Weissman is going to check it. I honestly thought that Devenish had it right before he picked it up. It's tough because it's like we're, as the run counts.
Oh, they changed the call.
Did they change it or is he safe?
Run counts.
Here we go. Yeah, run counts.
Green monster!
Calls overtime.
Boys and girls, let's go. Come on, guys!
No, I think it was a run still.
Base check one!
Yeah, we got, I think they checked him and he said the call still.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was safe.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So we have John Marges coming up to the plate. Score is now 14-3 in favor of the Philly Fire. Thomas Albertson saying, "Let's go Renegades." Thanks for tuning in.
You're the home team.
We definitely don't get this many fans for our games.
No, not nearly as many. But you don't generally see as many fans as we have lined up on the sideline as we have here at these games generally.
Give
As
you a look in between innings.
Marges pops it up to left field, bounces away from Drew Crook, and Marges running to first base, and he scores the run.
He was flying to first base. It's like a bad bounce.
There's some. It looks like the field looks nice, but it seems like there's some spots on the field where there can be some bad hops. As the score is now inflated to 15-3.
Now this is normally a soccer field.
Yes. Yeah, we normally try to play on open fields like this, just so there's like no obstacles.
Right.
We don't need a general like a standard like softball field or baseball field necessarily to play on, just to like limit the hops and all of that stuff with dirt and whatnot.
It's a beautiful complex.
Yeah, the
3 different fields.
Yeah, so we have a few games going on in the other lower fields to our right. I'm not quite sure who's playing who, but the score is 15-3, still with nobody out in the bottom of the third.
So now that
You know where he's coming. You know where he's coming. Let's make it out.
mercy rule is in effect.
Yeah, so once the inning ends, the mercy rule will go into effect, so the Renegades will just hit from now on. After the fact. We got another timeout with a plane coming on overhead.
I'm talking to Rob. Theoretically, if a team scored 12 runs in the first inning, they could just play defense for the rest of the game and never hit again.
They could. I mean, it really depends on how productive you are in certain innings. It's not like in the baseball leagues where it's like 12 after 5, like 10 after 6 or something like that.
Sean doing push-ups.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of frustration out there on the defensive side of things for the Renegades. So you never like to be down by this much, especially early on in this game with nobody out in an inning.
Okay, we're good.
You guys bring portable chargers. How do you replace this?
Yeah, so I have a
I
portable.
don't think we're good for.
We have 47%. So we got a decent amount of charge. I brought a portable battery,
Whose
so
role did I give to warm up players?
they're not too expensive.
Yeah.
As Scott Hogwood steps back into the plate.
Set. Ready.
And the first pitch to Hogwood is swung on a miss for strike one. I love it how it, does balls and strikes. I could even highlight the third base and first base maybe to add a little more aesthetic to which bases they can go to. This time's called for another plane. So there was a game last year in the World Series that we were playing where we had, I don't know, probably 20 plus planes come through because we were very close to an airport. So, I mean, there are other things that will stop games like, golf carts or other traffic or anything like that. So it's not necessarily specific to planes driving overhead. But nonetheless, we won't get any other disruptions other than those planes, it seems.
Can I make a cry for help?
Cry for help.
Yeah, if the Boston baseball community can help us out, we'll get better.
That's right. We definitely are always looking for more coaches and volunteers who know the game of baseball. So we appreciate you, Dan, coming out here and doing this with us.
Great to see this in person.
It's really, really, honestly, in my opinion, it's a special sport in my heart. Been around this game for
Long time.
more than half my life.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
It's the second pitch to Hogwood, swung on a miss for strike two.
Let's go. Bring it, baby. Come on, 18.
I was introduced to this sport when I was probably 4 years old.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, my uncle came to my house one day in Westminster, Massachusetts, a town in the middle of the sticks in Western Mass, or Central Mass more accurately. As the 0-2 pitch is popped up to deep center field. Hogwood running to third base. Joe McCormick getting on it, same as Sean Devenish. And he is safe right before Devenish could pick up the ball. A lot of close plays. As it is now 16-3 Philly Fire. As Weissman is calling timeout for his defense. Sometimes with these games, the innings can get especially long. I mean, we were playing in Norman, Oklahoma in the 2023 World Series, and it was like over 100 degrees every day for the series. And yeah, and we played one night game, and it was 90 degrees, and it felt like it was 60 degrees, like it would be here, So, it's tough with those long defensive innings for morale to get low. So it's always good for a timeout to be called to kind of rally the troops a little bit.
I forget, where's the World Series this year?
It's going to be in Illinois. It was in St. Louis last year. We're going to be in Illinois this year at I think it's. I'm trying to think of the Southern Illinois University. I think. Southern Illinois University.
Southern Illinois, Rob, the World Series. Yeah. Rob.
Yeah, it was supposed to be in St. Louis, but we lost the fields. As Lozcano lines it to center field, right at
Sean's direction.
Yeah, Sean overplayed it. Chris Kimball on it. Oh, he called that early.
He called him out. He called him safe.
I think Kimball had the ball before he even hit the bag. That was an early call.
Way to work hard.
He called him out. He called him safe.
I think you and me both can say that Kimball had the ball up before we even heard the base. I don't know if that can be challenged. As if it's not challenged, the run will count. It's now 17-3 in favor of the Philly Fire.
Come on, let's get out of this inning.
That would be, that was, we definitely got hosed on that call. That was an early call. Especially for a defense that needs an out right now. That's
all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't help. Yeah, Krause, he's up. These guys have had probably 4 or 5 at-bats as of right now, and we're still in the bottom of the third with nobody out.
So is it usually a typical baseball lineup, 9, 10?
So it's 6 hitters usually.
6 hitters.
Yeah, 6 hitters.
That's why it feels like he's up all the time.
Yeah, so it's not like your normal 9-hitter lineup like in baseball. You have 6 players in the field and you have 6 players in the lineup.
Oh, okay. Does
There
everyone
are,
usually get in?
Rob likes to get in the players as Kraus swings through and misses for a strike. Rob is definitely likes to get players as much playing time as he can, because I'm certain, in these next few innings we're going to get some bench players in the game with the deficit that we have.
Ready. Pitch.
And the next pitch is popped up foul. Nice catch by the pitcher. I believe we have a full count. Kraus getting back into the box. Have 1-2 right now. Put it at 1-3. John says, remember when Boston had a 2-0 lead? Pepperidge Farms remembers. Okay. And he says, let's go Fire.
Ready. Pitch.
And Kraus hits one high and deep to left field. Kraus running to first base. And that is a home run by Casey Kraus. They were making the call. Missed it by a foot. Definitely thought it was gone. The base ump made a signal, thinking, like, kind of gesturing to us that it might have been a home run. I thought he made a gesture saying it looks like it was gone, but yeah, I saw the home run signal, but I guess he missed it by a foot. So that ball traveled 169 feet in the air. 0.9 feet. Very, very close.
Yeah, that's just the podcast. When players use gloves.
Yeah, so like some players, I don't know if you can see Rob Dias, he has sort of football receiver gloves on, but other players might have, some players you could wear baseball gloves sometimes, but it depends on the player's preference. As the lineup turns over again to Justin Rhines, as the first pitch to Rhines is popped up foul towards the catcher for a strike.
Pitcher is
Still have nobody out. The score is 18-3 in favor of the Philly Fire.
Philly is on fire.
Philly is definitely on fire. David Benny says that sounded crushed. It definitely was. Shane Canton tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that ball that Casey Kraus hit traveled 169 feet.
Joe, how you doing?
Home run is 170. Yes. Don't get many.
Have some fun, Drew. Have some fun.
One strike.
I don't think I've hit a ball that far this year.
As Rhines is down a strike.
Set. Ready.
And the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Philly Fire representing their name as they're on fire with their bats.
Do you know how long they've been around? This team?
I do not. That's more of a question for Rob, as Rhines pops it up to left field over as Rob Dias, and it lands foul, just foul, as Rhines goes diving into first base. That's always a sucky feeling when you do that, and you're like reaching the base, you think you're safe, and then you have to go back and it's foul. Do it all over again.
It's been a long inning.
Very, very long inning. You can get a lot of these long innings in this sport.
I know, right?
So can this get a charger going in there by chance?
Yeah, I would think
You
so.
think so?
Yeah, I think
So in case you need a battery, because we're at 40% right now, so I think we're still good.
it's a lightning one.
Yeah, so it looks like it's for,
I think I have.
be able to get some sort of charger head in there. I don't have the universal one, which it looks like this one might take. This time is called for a passing airplane overhead. Once again, while time is called, if you're enjoying the game, why not rep the team merch? Check out the Renegades official merchandise store with shirts, caps, and more by scanning this QR code, which I will display on the screen here, to get your official Renegades merchandise, where you can personally customize your equipment and apparel to represent your favorite player. Thank you guys so much for donating to the cause of the Boston Renegades, if you have. And hopefully the Renegades can make a little bit of a push to make this game more competitive going forward in the game. As the plane passes and play has resumed with 3 strikes on Rhines. With
I want a
still
Sean
nobody
Devenish
out.
jersey.
I'm sure Sean would appreciate that.
Set. Ready.
As the pitch to Rhines is fouled back towards the catcher. Nice catch by him. As we do it again.
That's a really nice catch, Mike.
Hey, why don't you do that? Throwing a little shade at my uncle.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And the 0-3 is grounded up the middle, right at Sean Devenish. Bounces off his chest, on his feet. And the play is made. Sean Devenish finally making it out. And the crowd loves that as we finally have 1 out in the inning. That was a close play, nonetheless. As there's still 2 outs to go in the inning, in the bottom of the 3rd. That's only a start. As the score remains 18-3. Let's see if we have anyone going in the chat. Anyone else here? Definitely didn't expect this score, huh? I certainly didn't.
1 out.
So 1st and 3rd?
Yeah, so I kind of figured, might as well highlight 1st and 3rd saying there's only 2 bases instead of 3. I don't know, you know, kind of put a little flair on it.
Yeah.
As Coughlin swings through and misses it for a strike. A little late on that pitch. Coughlin, one of the lone lefty hitters in this lineup. His feet are very close together, not even shoulder width apart. Bat just above his left shoulder. And the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. That pitch missed a little low.
Make a play, buddy. Just one deep.
Coughlin getting reset in the box. Target set right at his back hip as he swings and grounds it to center field past Rob Dias. Going down is Drew Crook, and he misses it. Sean Devenish getting on it, and Coughlin scores the run. The score is now 19-3. Continues. Still need 2 more outs.
Defensive substitution.
Possibly. Yep, we have Elena Regan going in defensively. As Rob is taking someone off the field. Looks like Elena Regan is going to sub in for Drew Crook on defense. Oh, how about that? Gotta pop some of these, huh? Dan's got some snacks for us in the booth here.
Gotta be prepared for these long innings.
Yeah, we have some Kind bars and bananas and
Cooking burgers.
other stuff. Yeah, I think they're gonna provide food for us at some point. So we can definitely go over to the food truck that they have in the parking lot following the game. Because we have John Margis coming up to the plate, getting his base check 1st and then 3rd. I mean, you can safely say that everybody in this lineup has been producing with the 19 runs that we have.
They're a good hitting team. They're the defending champs, you said? In this,
Yeah,
in this
they're the
tournament?
defending
You can see why.
2024 World Series champions. As the first pitch to Margis is swung on and missed for strike 1. Uppercut one-handed finish. Wearing red and black Under Armour batting gloves. And gray shorts with tall black socks and black cleats. He's got a black cap on as he grounds it to Rob Dias. Margis running to first base, and Dias makes the play. The ball ricocheted off his knee and into his hands. And we have 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd.
Routine
Rookie Calais is in.
grounders.
And we have a pinch hitter coming up to the plate. Rob, you said Calais?
Yeah, Matt Calais, rookie.
Matt Callias, making his first plate appearance of the season.
Matt Callias, rookie.
Looks like he's wearing the number 18 on the back of his jersey.
You need Zuccarello back.
Time is called for the Boston defense to be adjusting their players. Guy Zuccarello moving over to the right side of the defense in the short position in the level 1. As the spotters are getting set, preparing Grillo, adjusting Joe McCormick's spot. Currently 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Score is 19-3 in favor of the Philadelphia Fire. We will be going into a 12-run rule following this inning.
Peg, you got this, right?
So that means the Renegades will only be on offense for the rest of the game.
Zuccarello, yeah.
Ready. Pitch.
And the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. I mean, it's almost kind of fitting, right, with this inning being as it is, with all this offense. The Renegades should get their opportunity to have, you know, to get those runs to make it more competitive.
Ready. Pitch.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Yeah, it's definitely better than just ending the game on a mercy roll.
Peg, what inning are we in?
As we have 2 strikes on the rookie. Very narrow batting stance. Bat resting right on his back shoulder in the right-handed batter's box, wearing black batting gloves, a Philadelphia Phillies hat as he swings through and misses for strike 3.
So, Renegades only bat from here on out. So, if they somehow take the lead, then
Then we would go back to, since they're the home team, depending on how many innings it takes for the Renegades to do that, per se, would change over the inning for the Philly Fire to hit again.
Set. Ready. Pitch.
And the next pitch is lined up the middle. The rookie's running to third base. Zuccarello collides with Dias, but makes the play nonetheless. And that is the inning finally over, as we are going to the top of the 4th, and the side has retired. The score is 19-3.
All right. He's going to show the crowd.
Yeah, sure.
Bring out the power deep player on the shorties, guys. Come on, guys.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. McCormick, Tyler, Sean.
What do we think?
Trying to make this game a little more competitive.
Let's be fun.
As we are now officially in the 12-run rule. We wouldn't be here without the support of our community. Your continuous help is what drives the team to always perform better. Every dollar helps us buy gear, rent fields, and travel to tournaments. If you want to help us keep going, you can donate and support to our team just by scanning the QR code that will be applied to the screen. We appreciate any donation that you guys may provide to the Boston Renegades organization and the Association of Blind Citizens. And thank you for your continuous support viewing our games. We are going to the top of the 4th inning, and Joe McCormick will now lead us off, wearing the number 46 on the back of his jersey. Oh, how about that? We got a double screen going here.
You're good. This is the preview screen, and now.
Yep, look at that. All right, very good. No, she's not. Go Renegades, go Sean, says Carly Hamilton. Thanks for tuning in. Joe McCormick leading us off. Oh, that's smart. Clipping the candy back to the tripod. I love it.
Joe Mac.
16 runs, couple touchdowns.
Yeah, we're back in it, right?
3-point conversions.
Yes. As McCormick lines it right to Casey Cross to left field, gets by him. McCormick running to first base. Down goes Rhines, and he's safe. Joe McCormick gets the Renegades back on the board to make the score a little more competitive. As the score is now 19-4.
He can make it.
That's pretty good.
Dang, Drew, I didn't know you could sing like that.
Good voice.
Pretty awesome.
All right, following the leadoff run by Joe McCormick, we have Tyler Maralt leading us,
Roommate found
coming up to the
blind
plate.
hockey.
Wow.
Did you imagine that?
Getting his base check first and then third. Yeah, there's a lot of adaptive sports for different things. There's a sport that's very common in the visually impaired community called goalball. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
It's like a 3-on-3. It's like so there's like 2 nets and you like roll the ball into the net. It's an interesting sport. I recommend you check it out. Some of the players have played that sport before. As Merle fouls it off for a strike.
Like yesterday. Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, they're all blindfolded too, and they're in that sport as
Imagine
well.
you could adapt a lot of stuff though, like disc golf or
Yeah.
even golf.
Sure. Maybe we should
And the
have
0-1 pitch to Merle.
Basketball.
and they'll just make us that much
Grounded
better.
up the middle. Merle's
Take him
running
off.
to third base.
Oh, he's flying.
Right at underneath
It's gonna be a run.
Margis as Merle scores the run. 2 straight runs for the Renegades as the score is now 19-5.
Right on the bench.
Is this is it a dead ball? Doesn't sound dead. What's with the
Another
line?
one?
It's still beeping.
Tyler, let's go.
That's a run. It's still beeping.
Here we go.
No, it's a run, guys. It's a run. It's a run. Yes.
Complaining about-
The ball is still live.
Run up.
It's a run, guys.
Somebody come out. Wow.
I mean, you're up 14.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I know. Stanley Sleep Boy says, "All right, Joe, let's roll Renegades."
Joe getting things started.
All right, we got 2 in, nobody out. For Sean Devenish,
My favorite
your favorite player. So Gina Devenish's favorite player.
Also the only player I know. Besides Rob, of course.
Hey, you know what? You got to start somewhere.
That's right.
As we're getting the pin for that ball.
Base check 1. Base check 3.
As Devenish is getting in the box, getting his base check first and then third base. Score is currently 19-5 in favor of the Philadelphia Fire in the top of the 4th with nobody out. Renegades have scored 2 runs this inning currently with Joe McCormick and Tyler Merle. Devenish puts a charge in that ball, lining it down the third base line for a strike.
Straighten that out, kid.
His wife Gina is on.
Yeah. So a little fun fact about them is they wear opposite numbers. So Devenish is 53 and Gina is 35. Actually, just learned that last year.
Very cool.
Got 1 strike.
Is she here today?
Yeah, she was here somewhere.
There she is.
Devenish is down 0-1. And the pitch from Ron is fouled back and caught. Nice play by Rob for strike 2.
Do it for Shawnee Shekel.
So we have 2 strikes on Devenish. Philly defense ready to make a stop here. And just a reminder, if the Renegades make 3 outs, we would just go back to the top of the 5th. So we would just jump an inning. And the 0-2 pitch from Ron is fouled back towards the scorer's table for strike 3. Renegades looking to make a comeback here. Down 14 runs. Couple touchdowns. Couple extra points.
Come on, Sean.
Those of you who are football fans. It only takes a few guys to jolt some energy back into the lineup. As you and me both know, this game is very momentum-based. As Sean puts a charge into this ball, down, deep down the left field line and foul. Running to third base.
There we go, Shawnee.
Smokes that ball.
Just a foot foul.
Very close. Very, very, very close.
For sure a run.
But I will give Ryan's credit. He's very good in that deep part of the field. He's got a lot of range.
Thank you, sir. Hey, Shawnee, come on.
Got to give this man an oxygen tank for the amount of times he's tried to run out of the box. As Devenish gets reset in the box. Renegades like to be a little bit in front. So like the rule is you can't be in front of home plate, but you can have your back foot at home plate.
Okay, can't be past home plate.
You can't be past home plate, but you can be a little up in the box. So the Renegades like to set up that way. And the 0-3 pitch to Devonish is fouled off again. Yes, limited foul balls. Kind of like same thing as baseball.
Hell yeah, just like last night, Sean.
Devonish is putting together quite the at-bat. Still has a take. Going on 5 pitches now. And the 0-3 pitch. And swings and misses, and Devonish strikes out for the first out of the inning.
Good at bat.
Good at bat.
Good at bat.
Hunter! Give it to Rick and get loose.
All right.
He's every beacon where? Run Dias! Let's go, RD!
Rick.
Here we go, RD.
So Rick's going to join you in the booth for a few minutes.
Hunter's going to warm up. Going to be coming into pitch.
You shaved your head last week. You're a second faster today.
All right.
Like a dolphin. You're like a dolphin through the water.
There you go, sir. Called in relief. They called in the relief. So. You know the names. I'm still learning all of the names.
Rob Dias.
I'm Dan Field, by the way.
Dan Rick.
Nice to meet you.
Strike.
Say, Rob.
Yes, got a little scoreboard here. So I forget, do they start with a certain kind? It's just
Yeah, so right now we're no ball or no takes, as it were. 2 strikes.
Yeah, Hunter was doing the scoreboard.
Out.
Ball hit well, line drive to left.
Nice
Great
play.
play.
Yeah, good play by Philly. Positioned himself well right in front of it. Picked it up easy.
2 outs.
That was one of our, it was a decent hit by Dias, unfortunate.
Philly team is very athletic.
They're a strong team.
Strong on defense, strong on offense.
Let's go, lady. Come on, lady. Mikey, I need you here, buddy.
What do you say?
What number was that that picked up the ball? Ouch!
Leah, did they say?
Base check, one.
Oh, this is Elena.
Elena. Her first at bat.
Regan.
Next play, 2 out.
I'm done, boys.
This is her first at bat today, right?
Yep.
Come on, lady. One strike.
Set for the pitch.
Set.
Swing
It's
and
gonna dribble
just over the line. He's fired up. Just made it over the line. Pinch hit run. Just got past the line.
Yeah. That is some excitement there. So we got Hunter coming in for pitches. Pitch to Joey.
Jody, I'm begging you to hit the ball, Jody.
I mean, you couldn't have put it spotted it any better.
No, it's right in the corner there, just beyond the 40-foot arc. Makes it a fair ball. That's a tough play for the defense.
It is a tough play.
And he knew that Elena's pretty fast. So
She is
I
quick.
think,
She got down
I
there
think
very
the defender knew. And
Hunter.
so Hunter come in. So yeah. So sometimes we have pitchers that they just work with certain players.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we have
Set. Ready. Pitch.
Joe Yee. So Hunter's more familiar with his swing style. So
And he's smart. He wears the catcher's mask, which is what I would be doing as well.
there's been some cases where you definitely needed it. So
I give these pitchers so much credit.
Yeah.
Standing in there, 20 feet away.
Yes, coach, can I have it, please?
Yeah, it is close, and it's often intimidating at that ball. When you throw you throw a perfect pitch, and you know they're going to make good contact. That's
A 1-pound ball flying
Yeah.
at you. Stance. Pitch.
Here we go, Hunter.
missed that one.
Good hack.
He's a man, Hunter. Set. Ready. Pitch.
There's a
Oh,
good hit
ball
right
hit
down
well,
the
right
third
down the
baseline.
line. That's not the guy you want to hit it to. Very good fielder.
Oh, that
Just
was well done
Yeah.
defensively.
Great play.
Fortunately for the Renegades.
not the guy you want to hit it
Renegades, stay up. 13's re-entering.
to. So, is it still considered the bottom of the fourth, or do we just skip
So
the
we're top of the right. We're moving to the top of the.
So we skip the bottom of the fourth?
Exactly. So until because of the 12-run rule, until the other team catches up, they keep doing their at bats.
Got it.
Either they catch up, and then the other team, the opponents will have a chance. But otherwise, trying to get the game so they don't.
Got it.
They don't take too long.
Right. Yes, because the mercy rule is in effect, the Renegades stay at bat, and I guess we skip the bottom, the top of the fourth, and we move. I'm sorry.
Yeah, move to the top of the fifth.
We want to move to the top of the fifth. This still says bottom four. I don't know why.
Check one.
Yeah. I don't know if you could.
Probably confused.
Right. Until it's going to score.
There we go. I guess I have to put 3 outs.
Yeah. See if. Hopefully the Renegades will come back and make our lives difficult trying to figure out how to score that. But
Yeah, all they need is a touchdown, 2 touchdowns.
it unfortunately fouled by Joe Mack.
Ball, hit
We've
balls.
had a lot of fouls down the
Yes.
third base line today.
Yeah, it's gonna be frustrating knowing you hit it well, came off the bat well, and then to hear that
Rodriguez, get loose.
Yeah.
Louis, get
forbidden word foul. Come back and do it all over again. Couldn't have asked for a nicer day though.
This is
It's like
terrific.
the first Saturday it hasn't rained in like 13 weeks.
Yeah. It's got to be a bit warm out there for the defenders, so hopefully we can keep Philly in the field for a little while.
Set.
Just swung right over it.
We got Ron Cochran back in pitching to Joe Mack.
Also, okay,
So
Hunter's in just for that one
back to the
batter.
top of the order.
Got it.
Set.
So that's a take.
So that's just a ball or no
Basically
pitch?
a ball, yeah. It's a no pitch. You get 1 take per at bat.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a strike.
Set. Full
It's
count.
like golf. You gotta get quiet right before he's about to hit.
Come on, Joe Mack.
It's hard to contain your excitement sometimes when they
Yeah.
when you make really good contact.
Don't chase that.
Jeez. A little on top of that, see if you can.
It's the only sport where the pitcher and catcher is actually on the batter's side. It's interesting.
Yep, and it's another roller right to that corner. Oh, unfortunately, he kicked it.
So dead ball. He
Yeah,
ran
now
into
it's a
the
dead
ball.
ball.
That's too bad because that would have been a fair ball.
That would have been another tough play. It's just like Elena's hit.
So it's just considered a dead ball.
Yep. So he'll go back to the. You can sort of see while he was stepping, he was trying to avoid the ball, so he heard it.
Yeah. Perfect
So
spot
that's
for it.
got a couple dead balls that hit the pitcher, and now that one.
Oh, so they're saying because he was in foul territory, it's a dead ball. And that way, if he was in fair territory, would that, I guess.
I don't honestly.
Would've been
No,
out.
I don't think so. I don't think you can.
I know that
Yes,
how
if
it works in baseball. Oh,
It's
almost the same, identical
unfortunately,
spot.
And he's
Hit it in
it's
identical
you
spot.
give the defender enough opportunities in
Yep.
the same spot, they're gonna make that play.
And he's a great defender. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. You guys want to keep going? You can.
No.
Or I don't want to intrude. But
Oh, I lost the.
you lost the thing?
You and Rick, I'm gonna take a quick. I have extras.
Oh, here it is. It's right here. I see it. Oh, you can continue if you want.
No, I didn't want to record it. It's okay.
Okay.
All right, where are you gonna go? You did a fabulous job. We admired your helmet.
Yeah, I know. I have a nice big red helmet. I was a little nervous, but you know, I'm glad I didn't strike him out.
That's tough going in without a lot of warm-ups, and you know,
Yeah.
you got as much pressure as you.
Yeah, I mean, that was my first ever batter I faced in my pitching career. So I'll get more opportunities. Yeah, it was my very first in a live game.
I was not aware of that.
I definitely.
You do enough batting practice.
Yeah, that was it was mostly practice and then some of the scrimmages, but I was strike two.
So you had some butterflies.
Yeah, a little, but you know, I thought I was hitting the spot that Rob was giving me.
Yep.
For Joe, I mean, me and Joe have had a decent amount of practice. In practice, as Morale pops it back towards the scores table for strike three.
Come on now. Go speed.
But currently have a 19-6 score in favor of the Philly Fire. Currently in the 12-run rule in the top of the fifth. We have 3 strikes on Morale with 1 out. And the 0-3 pitch swung on in line to right field. Tyler Morale running to first base. This is going to be a difficult play. And he's safe.
Nice. Well done. The ball nicely dived right in between the fielders.
I'm not quite sure who was trying to line up that play.
For Philly.
Could be either Dakota Hogwood or Megan Fink. Those are the 2 female players that I know of. Could be someone else on the Philly Fire, as it's now 19-7. Renegades within 12.
Okay, got to point it a little towards the ads.
As I need to
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
get ready for Lou, but you want to go watching for We're in the 5th inning, so
5th inning.
So essentially we're in the 12-run rule, so we just jump the inning because the team needs to catch up to tie the score or take the lead for the 12-run rule to be
So we got Sean Devinas back at the plate here. Sean his last at bat, he had a lot of foul balls.
Can you just hold this? I'm going to be ready.
Soto, get loose! Someone get Soto loose! Yep. Okay.
Right, so we have
Carly Hamilton, Kenny Gordon, Sean.
So let's see if Sean can straighten this swing out and get one fair. Just taped it, just put it on top of that.
That's it, Sean. That's it. You got it, Sean. Extend it out there, Sean. You got it.
pitch. There's a ball that's in play. Oh, gets by the first defender. Oh, right before he picked it up, he got that score.
Look, I'm no longer fat. What's up with that? I woke up this morning and I got out of bed.
Soto, you're hitting for ye!
Good job, Sean.
So that takes us to 8 for the Renegades.
One out or 2 out?
We are 1 out in the top of the 5th. So now we got Luis Rodriguez, and we have Hunter back on the mound. So this will be, as Hunter mentioned, this will be his second competition.
Ready,
That ball's going to get fair.
All right, Lou.
Fortunately, for the Renegades, that was right at the defender.
Regan, hit the ball and you're gonna score runs. Go, lady, do it for our birthday.
All right. So we got Lena back up at the plate. In her first at bat, she put it just past the 40-foot arc into the corner right near the foul line and scored a run. Let's see if she can repeat that. Ron back on the mound again. There's going to be a fair ball. Fortunately to one of the better defenders. Oh, it squeaks by him. Oh! Just missed getting another run. Defender let it squeeze by him, but he turned over and picked it up.
Tomac, let's go!
That's not the top. She was 5.
Luis Soto's at 6 right now. I don't have an on-deck hitter. Or an in-the-hole hitter. 47, Luis Soto's hitting 430. Go ye.
Underlay, mama. Yeah.
That's right. So we're top 6 now. Hey, top 6 now.
Are you ready?
Michael, get loose.
Here we go.
All right, so we got Luis Soto at the plate now. And Hunter pitching again.
Base check 3.
We fixed third.
Just going to request to fix the speaker at third base. It's a little bit weak.
Base check 3. Here we go.
Take. You can do it if you want.
No,
No?
I'm not really sure.
I'm not either. Hunter knows.
Let's do those 2 bases again. Base check 1. Base check 3.
19-8. All right, a little bit of a comeback.
Yeah, so we got Luis Soto and Hunter again. This will be batter number 3 for Hunter. Looks like Soto here has really worn that jersey out.
Yeah, right?
Time.
There's been time for some
Baking in the sun.
sirens in the background.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, a lot of sounds around here.
Set. Ready. Hit. Strike 1. Don't drop your elbow.
Oh, just a little on top of below that one.
Whoa. Stanley.
1 strike.
Oh, we might need the portable charger, so we're at 13%.
Alright, so 1 strike. Second pitch.
Foul ball! Strike
Coming
two.
right at us. You got that, Dan. You got it. Dan makes the play on that one.
Wow, that's heavy.
Yeah.
The ball is heavier than you think.
Yeah, it's full 1 pound, and it's
Yeah.
it can tire you out throwing
It's not
that
easy
thing.
to throw that ball.
Yeah, it's in the front of that one.
Nice and easy, Lou. Nice and easy.
3 strikes, I believe.
Yeah, he's at 3 strikes.
Yeah, it's a normal 16-inch softball they use for like Chicago softball, but then they put in the speaker and everything and adds it, takes it to a full pound.
Definitely heavier.
Ooh, we just caught a piece of that, so we stay alive.
Yeah, somehow his shirt is more worn than Rob's.
Yeah.
And Rob's shirt's from like 1989.
Rob is. That shirt's seen a lot of play.
Oh, yes. Came off the bench. Just a little share there.
Oh, dips up with the head.
Big swing. Jack comes flying off.
Alright, seems to be okay. Good for him. Good for him. So I'll put Ron back in at the pitching mound. And Joe Mack's back up, so we're back at the top of the order.
Mack scored a run his last at bat.
Come on, Mac. Keep going.
We might need that charger. We're at 11%.
We can go assistance on where the base is.
Well,
Actually, wait. Wait.
Ooh, there's a hard hit ball right down the right field side. Bounced off one of the defenders. Run for the Renegades.
Just one more.
USDC.
He can rake it, Tyler.
99.
Short ball
There you
was-
go.
Oh, wait,
Not
that's
charging.
charging.
Yell out the lineup. Bailey, what's the lineup?
Tyler Sean Elrod.
Face check. 1, 3.
Doesn't look like it's gonna work. Might have to just plug it in to the.
And we're gonna lose. Then you lose
Yeah,
the
then you
mic.
use the mic.
Giving.
Well, just bump this up to.
So Tyler's up. Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Bumped up to a 12%.
Here, Hunty. I'll grab tape.
Sure.
It's okay. Well, that ball doesn't sound good.
No.
We're gonna have to use Renegades balls.
Yeah. I've already.
Non-Fonzie. Give me a Denver ball, please.
That's what, the 5th ball that we've killed so far?
We've gone through a lot of them.
Yeah. The equipment malfunctions are definitely
The new.
definitely tough.
I mean,
Should pick it up.
Yeah. It's the background noise I'm concerned about.
Oh, yeah,
It's kind of odd that it won't charge, but regardless. Scoring on the base pass.
Tyler, swing and a miss there.
You got 2 strikes. Yeah, that should be the whole point of the adapter, but it's okay. It's the last inning anyway, so I think we should be fine. It's the 0-2 pitch to Moralt to swing on and miss for strike 3.
Come on, T. Just like a jumper. Do it for the rest
We got 1 out in the top of the 6th inning with a 19-9 score in favor of the Philly Fire. Renegades down 10. And the 0-3 pitch to Moralt is fouled off.
Way to battle.
Stanley Sleepboy says Mac attack. And the 0-3 pitch.
It's going to be a good hit right up the right field line.
Come on, Tyler, get there.
By the first layer of defense.
Oh, he missed the base. Tyler missed the base.
It's easy to do, but heartbreaking when you do it.
Yep.
Somebody call
Those missed bases are so tough too, because then you got to scramble back to the bag. And he was right there, and he just had a bad line.
Yep, just got a little far away from it.
And now Sean Devenish is the last chance for the Renegades with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. 19-9 is your score.
10-run homer. Here we go.
Could use one of those right now.
Sean has been making some good contact. Most of them, unfortunately, been foul.
Getting his base check first and then third base. There's been a lot of contact, but also a lot of great plays defensively by the Philly Fire.
Yeah, really strong defensive team, especially on the left side.
Oh yes, the combination of Krause and Rhines over there with the range that they have. As Devenish swings through and misses for a strike.
Krause is going to try to keep it away from him, but
it's kind of hard not to when you're rolling over a lot, right?
It's true.
So there's 1 strike on Devenish with 2 outs. And the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 2.
Ball came in a little low on that, but see if Ron and Sean can make some good connection right here and keep the game going.
They've made some pretty good connections so far. Even on that last at-bat that Sean had with his with that strikeout, it was still a good amount of pitches. As Devenish swings through and misses for strike 3, and the Renegades are down to their final strike.
Reset, kid. Reset.
Devenish taking a deep breath in the box. You never want to be the last out of a game. It's definitely the worst feeling in the world. It's not the best feeling in the world, that's for sure.
It's tough. Hopefully.
And the 0-3 pitch. Swung on and fell back. Nice catch by Rob.
Nice catch. Westman Meow making a nice catch, one-handed catch. Maybe that will fire him up.
Like an old line.
Devenish staying alive. Renegades are down to their final strike here in the first game against the Philadelphia Fire.
Let's see, Ron. Let's focus a little bit more right now.
As Devenish pops it up to center, running to third base. Coughlin's on it, bobbles it, and makes the play just before Devenish reaches the base. And that is the ball game. The Philadelphia Fire defeat the Boston Renegades 19-9 in the first game of the first leg of the Beast of the East. For the Renegades, we thank you all for watching, and we want to display a QR code just in case you want to donate again. Final remarks, the Philadelphia Fire, we're on fire today, putting up 19 runs against a struggling Boston defense. We will see you coming on up.